What's up, Gage?
How's it going?
We got the old 2023 Commander out here, and it's time for some testing. Today we're doing the RTI ramp. 20-degree ramp, see how far the rig can go up without lifting a wheel. Stop, measure that distance, divide that distance by the wheelbase, gives you a score. So, let's see how she does. This rig has sway bars front and rear, including a really big beefy one actually. Before you get going here, Gage, let's take a look. So, pretty big beefy guy up front, but in the rear, this sucker is huge. Look at that guy. I mean, that's chunky. Sway bars are great for stability, right? And typically that's the thing that you want on a utility rig. You don't want a whole lot of articulation. You want something nice and stable because it gives you a better tow rating, more confidence while towing, all the rest of that stuff. Really ruins you when it comes to articulation on the trail. So we're going to see how this thing does. Fire up, Gage! So we're going to keep an eye on this wheel here. Ready when you are. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Up. All right, back just a little bit. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Up. Right there. Okay, got our measuring device. Measure, measure, measure. All right. Hook on the end of the ramp, measure up to center line. $25 3/4. Okay. So 25 3/4. This has a 90.6-inch wheelbase. So we cheated. We already did this. 90.6-inch wheelbase divided by 25 3/4. You get a final score of 284.3, and as you can see, that is the worst score of anything we have tested so far. And you know, if you're confident, that's not the end of the world. But if you're a new rider and you're out on the trail, that's going to feel a little on the sketchy side. Which means this is more of a utility side rig than a recreation side rig. You know, we've seen other machines like the RMAX, which, you know, much larger engine in a higher class. That machine tows the line a little bit better, much better articulation, which for us in the East Coast, that's really what matters. But you know, that's kind of the difference between Yamaha, Polaris, and Can-Am, and to an extent Honda, right? Because even Honda tends to lean more towards the flexi suspension side than either Polaris or Can-Am. Our X3, our big turbo RR guy, has the next worst score, I believe. Yeah, 372.5. And then the general XP1000 Trail Edition, 370.5. So, you know, again, the general's a rec-ute. The Maverick, she's a sport rig. But again, not a whole lot of focus on articulation. You know how we love a bonus, so let's figure out how the old Tuk-Tuk does. This is our 2016 Can-Am Defender HD8 with, it's got about 17,000 miles on it, and just a bunch of Thumper Fab goodies. Oh, the power, the fury. Oh, look at her. Woo! Tell you what, that's a good looking rig right there. There she goes. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Up. Back just a skosh. A little bit more. Up.
Definitely felt that one.
Let's grab the old measury boy here. Oh man, this isn't, this might be embarrassing. We might have a new lowest winner here. 26! Haha! Alright, I have some tabulation. 313.3, which puts us ahead of the Commander. And let's see. That's about it. But you know what?
At least it's not the worst.
I, for one, am proud of the old Tuk-Tuk. I mean, come on. What more can you ask? So yeah, now you know how we test rigs on our RTI ramp. Why is that important? You know, flexi suspension is more confident off-road, especially in rock climbing type stuff. So if you like what you saw, want to see more of this type of stuff, check us out at utvdriver.com, including all the regular social media channels. We'll see you there.